So the Los Angeles Chargers just signed another veteran, and they have got some really great news. Let's deep dive. What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Bolts. So start with new signing. The Chargers are bringing back safety Tony Jefferson, who came out of retirement last season to join the team. He's sticking around for another year, signing a one-year deal on Monday. This move adds some extra depth to an already strong secondary for 2025. We don't know the exact numbers yet, but it's probably close to the league minimum. Looks like he'll be backing up Derwin James Jr., Alohi Gilman, and Elijah Molden this season. That's the same gig he had last year, earned his spot on the 53-man roster after a big preseason game against the Cowboys where he racked up 14 tackles and snagged 2 picks. Now, here's the thing. Re-signing Jefferson doesn't lock him into an active roster spot. Last year, he got cut from the initial 53 and ended up back on the practice squad before working his way up. So it's not a sure thing he sticks right away, but he's proven he can hang when it counts. Jefferson may have a better chance of making the roster as a fourth safety, as the competition is not stark. That being said, with 10 picks in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Chargers may select a safety with the intention of them being on the active roster. Okay, now here's the good news. PFF dropped their take on the best value signings for each team, and the Chargers picking up Mekhi Becton for 2 years at $20 million. That's a steal. Compare that to the Lions. They signed a guard who's 36 years old for $9 million a year. Then you've got Becton, a guy in his prime, an absolute beast, for just $10 million a year. Think about this. No Chargers guard has hit a PFF grade above 70 since 2021. Becton did that last season, his first year switching from tackle with the Jets over to right guard. It's almost comical when you look at it. The Jets, man, for the past 25 years, it's been one head-scratcher after another. This is a classic case. They had him at tackle, maybe not the best fit, then he slides to right guard and just dominates. The guy is massive, versatile, and brings so much to the table. Unreal value for the Chargers here. So, shifting gears from that Becton pickup and the offensive line boost, here's where it ties in. First off, if the Chargers had to roll with their current lineup today, pre-draft, it's honestly not looking bad. You might want to tweak something at center, kick around a few options there, but think about this. Right tackle, left tackle, and now Mekhi Becton at right guard? That offensive line's shaping up way better than before. Even without draft picks yet, that's a big step up. That's your good news, number one. Now, here's the next piece. PFF put out their grades for everyone's free agency moves so far, and the Chargers landed a B-. I'd say that's spot on. They didn't go wild throwing cash around or making flashy moves. They just played it smart. Like I've been pointing out, they're sticking to their plan. Sure, free agency might have felt a little quiet for some, but they still locked in Khalil Mack and nabbed Mekhi Becton. They're not out here overpaying for average talent. That's the trap in free agency. Teams shell out big for guys on the back end of their careers. Think DeMarcus Lawrence types, 33 years old, was a stud for 8 years, but now he's fading, and someone's still handing him a fat contract. The Chargers aren't falling for that, and that's why this grade makes sense. Smart, steady moves so far. We already talked about Deshaun Hand, that 1-year, $3 million deal. Solid move. Mike Williams comes in to lock down the X-receiver spot for now. They're just asking for 1 year, and that's fair. Bradley Bozeman? He's fine, gets the job done. Najee Harris adds some juice. But Teair Tart, that's the one that kind of sneaks up on you. Out of nowhere, right? Had a career year in his first season with the Chargers, and this is the kind of player you want. You've got a ton of draft picks coming, some solid veterans, a quarterback in place, a run-heavy game plan, and good coaching. But then there's these guys like Tart where you're thinking, what if he takes that next step and turns into something special? That's the difference maker they're hunting for. So let's tie this all together. This is exactly what I mean when I say stick to the process. The Chargers are locked in on building a winner that lasts, not just chasing risky splash moves. And honestly, you've got to appreciate that. Sure, it'd be fun to see them grab some big name, but I'm sitting here thinking, thank you. As a fan, what you really want is a team that's good every year, playing meaningful games in December and January. That's the goal here, and that's what they're working toward. Now, here's the next plan. Plain and simple. Draft well, stockpile picks, and don't overspend in free agency. That's what Chargers fans should be fired up about. Even if you toss out that 7th rounder, call it the last pick, no big deal. they're still sitting with 9 picks in the first 6 rounds. Break it down however you want, but in the first 3 rounds alone, you can flip your franchise around. This draft is make or break for the Chargers. Hit on 2 stars, grab 3 solid starters, and maybe pick up a couple developmental guys. That's the dream. If they nail that, they're a sustained winner. If they only land a couple hits and miss the rest, they'll be kicking themselves later. It's all riding on this. So, guys, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section.